Hey everyone, it's my second time doing this DLC since one of my gold badges failed. I think it was a bug, and I figured I'd make a quick guide and a bit of a cheat sheet on how to get over this scenario quickly, since it's a pain in the ass to get it. So first of all, the first tip I would give you is to not spread too far. So find an island that has mainly plantain, corn, and preferably cotton, and just stick to those islands. There's no need to like spread out too far and trade and stuff. There's a much quicker method of making money, and that's just buying stuff low from, for example, the next event is in regards to this check. And if you buy, for example, 300k worth of absinthe, whatever you call it, and biscuits, you can later on sell it and make a bunch of money. And you can do this even with one boat. You don't actually need too many of them. So for example, you can buy some, and then even if your cargo is full, you can just launch it overboard, buy some more, and do this just as the timer is nearly over, and then you can pick them up and sell them immediately and make a bunch of money. As you can see, I already have 8 mil. I don't run any like trade routes other than to like maintain some of my supply lines for plantain. The second tip was to not maintain your house needs, because in this scenario you don't get any tax money. So rather than have like 10 well-maintained houses and you need to actually run ships and deliver plantains and stuff to each island, just make 50 houses instead and have all the population needs you would require. Also in the same vein, I would advise you not to bother with either helium or gold resources. I would say just outright ignore them. Their upkeep is insane. So for example, to produce a helium, you need to like feed a clay mine, one of these, and you need also fish oil. So basically it runs you down to like 2000 per helium, which is really stupid. You do need some helium for the missions, but you can just instead donate fuel, which is really accessible early on. And you can also donate your clipper if need be. Another thingy is to not go over 3000 obreras. Cap yourself at 2.8k max, because otherwise you run into the endgame event series, which is essentially inflation and market crash after inflation and market crash. So it's going to be a death spiral for your economy. Sparse out your industrial complex buildings. If you put them 3 spaces apart, then even if one of your factories explode, it won't actually inflagrate the others. So if you keep them apart, none of your stuff will like risk going in flames entirely. At most you will lose one building, which you can just rebuild. Let's see, for your trade centers and your city halls, I would recommend very specific sets that synergize well for each island purpose. For example, have happiness. These ones are really cheap. I think it goes for like 70k per set. This one is really good because it like ensures you don't actually need fire stations around your homes, and even if something does go on fire, it won't actually spread. So it's really good to get this like 5000. And these give additional workforce, which means you actually need to build less houses, so that's really good for your savings. Another tip I would have is to always upgrade all of your houses at once. So for example, if you need to unlock 6000 for your artistas to unlock the scooters, but I don't actually need artista work phase, then you can save some black market goods and enable them at the time you need it, and it's gonna give you the boost you need, and then you deactivate it. You will at most consume like 10 of those to upkeep them for like 5 minutes, and then you can deactivate it, rather than like build a bunch of houses and then downgrade them, especially late game houses, because they require both plastics and bricks to build. So yeah, stick to deactivate your stuff until you actually have that original boost that you need. And also when you upgrade multiple houses at once, you can save a bunch of resources. In terms of the victory condition, selling 500,000 worth of goods, I automated it with an auto hotkey. Basically, you bring the big ship, which has 8 spaces, bring it over here, and you buy those 2 items, especially in the late game when the market crashes over. You get like $8 each price, and then you can just buy them over and over and sell them, and you can do like 600 per each sale. And I have an autoclicker, which essentially just does all of this for me. And if you go on half speed, you can essentially get this done in like half an hour. I've heard people on Reddit say they like spent 16 hours AFK just to get a stupid badge. Might as well cheat if it's this stupid. It's not really a cheat, it's whatever. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I'll attach an Imgur cheat sheet type thing with all of the events, so you know in advance what to prepare. And basically the best way to make money is to buy alcohol during a inflation event, which is when all goods are like 65% discount. And then once it's like the empire rules the sky or whatever, they're plus 200%. So you buy one of these for 2k and sell them for like 10,000, I think. It's stupid. So yeah, that's the way to get over this DLC. I hope it was helpful. Best of luck to you.